I don't know if you all saw or not, but Quirky went live today and she baked her cheesecake today. Um, and we kind of looked at how she made the topping for it in the last reaction. I'm gonna fix this. Just, oh, that's a little bit better. Um, so we kind of looked at how she made the topping in our last reaction. So I figured for us to get the full experience, we would start there tonight with her making the topping, and then we would jump on over to her actually baking the cheesecake. I am so excited about this. Baking is my thing. Um, Honestly, baking is how I cope with life. When life gets too stressed, I stress bake. I'll bake 6 dozen custom cupcakes and I'll walk away feeling better. Um, and I have baked all kinds of very intricate, hard to do recipes. So I'm very interested to see how this goes. I don't know if she's ever made a cheesecake before. Most of what I see her doing is opening cans and dumping them in pans and stuff and making Rice Krispies. So I guess we're gonna get right on over to her, um, and we're gonna see how we do this. Maybe we'll learn something great. I don't know. Okay, girly pop, take it away.
I heard you know what The Rock is cooking. And I think that's a reference to something I may not know. Galactic, thank you so much for the super chat. I heard you know what The Rock is cooking. Is that a reference to like The Rock and wrestling? I think.
Yeah.
I do. I get up and walk around a lot. I just have a kitchen chair. Okay. Let's see here. It's what The Rock used to say all the time. Oh, okay. Yeah. Got you. Got you. Thank you, Ninzi. Alright. So. I need to go grab a few things. 1 second. Yeah, like peace and love, y'all. Goddamn. Let's just vibe. Yeah, anyway.
I am constantly saying I do not understand why she doesn't already have everything prepared. I did cooking videos for a long time on here, and I always made sure I had all my ingredients out, pre-measured, ready to go, and then all I had to do was literally stand on camera, mix my things together, and walk everybody through the process of doing this. It is so easy when you set it up that way, but, who needs effort when this is your job?
This is a fit. Oh yeah, we're in cooking mode. You're making me want to order from the Cheesecake Factory. They have the best cheesecake ever. They do. Is the track hacking up or did it get blocked? You're not blocked. No, I'm not making Jello. I am using a strawberry Jello powder because it just, I don't know. It kind of helps it like coagulate. That's a word. And and it just adds like a extra like strawberry oomph, you know. The Cheesecake Factory.
Okay, gelatin is a congealing agent. It works like pectin does. It it is made to make things stiff. That's why when you make it, it comes out and it's jiggly, but it stays together. I have seen recipes that you use a baby amount of like unflavored jello. Um, I don't know that I've ever seen one that calls for more than that. I don't know how much she's going to use. I don't know if she's even using a recipe for this or if she's just winging the strawberry syrup part, but we'll see. But this could end badly depending on what she does with this jello and how much sugar she puts in.
Has the best cheesecake. Whenever I go there, I order the best. I order the cheesecake I can't eat. If I can't eat it after dinner, I take it home. Same. Congeal. Hate that word. Yeah. So, and so I have that. I have a lemon, and I'll probably add a little bit of sugar, because the jello is gonna add some sweetness too. So I don't need to add as much sugar if I use the jello. And this is sugar-free strawberry jello. I love your cooking. You're so funny and pretty. Thank you, Mia. I remind you of your favorite 7th grade science teacher. Aw, that's sweet. You should bake a cake. I did once on my channel, like in the past. Does your brother like cheesecake? Yes, he actually really does. I'm gonna add lemon to the topping, like to brighten the strawberries with citrus. Have you had Jenny's pineapple upside down ice cream? It's delicious. No, I haven't.
See, she said that she was making this strawberry syrup or strawberry topping to on top from like scratch, and that's what I thought. Like I thought we were gonna have like fresh berries. We were gonna cut them down. We were gonna reduce down the berries and get all of those really good juices out of them, and then we would be, adding in like our own corn syrup and maybe a little bit of sugar, and we would, really be making this from scratch. But I think we're just gonna do frozen strawberries and Jello pretty much for this.
Oh, okay. I see the issue here. How many pounds is this bag? 4 pounds, okay. So, we'll do about half, roughly. I love strawberries too.
If she didn't shoot everything in vertical so that it dumped her into the shorts algorithm and she did it horizontally, she could actually set it up so we could see her as well as what she's doing and how she's doing this. She says that this is a cooking channel, and that is the only reason that she eats on camera because this is a cooking channel. However, we can't actually see her cooking. We're just kind of staring at her, which defeats the purpose of it being a cooking channel.
Can you mail a piece to everyone in chat, please? Wait 1 second, guys. Rosie will send you my address. Mail me a piece of the strawberry cheesecake. Then that means I have to share. I'm kidding. Thank you, Mia. Hey, Mama. Welcome, welcome. You look like me zoning out. Nice.
The sides of that dress are cut so low. She is not wearing a bra and she just grabbed it and pulled it down. Like, everything almost just slipped out. Like, that was such a close call for us guys.
I watch the replays when I miss the lives. It looks good. Is your hair thin? Yeah, I do have thin hair. Should I add the lemon juice now or later? I actually don't know the answer to that question. The strawberries are still defrosted. Yeah, I'm cooking them down. I'm gonna cook them down. I like how your hat matches your apron. Thank you. Hey, you look so cute with the matching hat and apron. Also, hi chat. Hi Tangerine. Thank you. What about dating? The new man is on our mind. Yes, girl. Like strawberry syrup, like puree, and then like make a homemade lemonade. Because I've never done that in my life, and I just think it'd be fun. That's something I want to do on my channel in the future. I love a dirty soda. Yeah, I'm really into the dirty soda. You know what's so funny, you guys? You know, like what happened when I tried making a dirty soda for the first time? I was scrolling because I don't follow Trisha Paytas on TikTok, but her TikToks will randomly pop up sometimes. And she made a TikTok making a Dr. Pepper coconut lime like dirty soda. Like she bought the creamer and bought a Dr. Pepper, and she literally did half creamer, half Dr. Pepper, and liked it. And I was like, first of all, I did it first. Just, I mean, obviously she has no idea who the fuck I am, but I was like, I did it first. But then secondly, I was like, that's just a funny thing. That's a funny coincidence. Because like I don't really follow her. I used to like keep up with her back in the day, but she's her own situation.
If our girls ever say that they do not watch reaction channels or they do not watch a certain person, they in fact do. They're just lying about it.
And I just thought it was funny. I think you should watch or play Sally Face unless you don't like jump scares. I don't like jump scares. That sounds way too rich. Yeah, no, it sounds way too rich. Like, Rosie, you have to try the A&W ice cream sundae soda, or soda sundae. It has a chocolate and vanilla note. I think you would like it. The A&W ice cream soda sundae. Is that like A&W the restaurant? Oh, you're fine. You guys are welcome to make suggestions. I'll let you know if I'm interested or I think it's a good idea that I would like to do. You know, please provide suggestions. I'll never be upset at that. No, I bought some at the store. Oh. You made a raspberry lemonade that was good as well. This smells so good. You're from Atlanta? I grew up in Georgia, North Georgia. I think A&W is an ice cream brand. Is it? A&W root beer is a thing.
I am sure it smells great, but we would love to see it. We would love to see what you are doing. You are a cooking channel. You are in Chef Rosie mode. We should be seeing what you're doing, not just watching you stir off screen somewhere.
And there's an A&W restaurant that I think it's the same brand technically. Nerve. I tried the coconut lime one. I want to try that one, Brooke. I really do. What's your favorite dessert, Rosie? You inspired me to make Rice Krispie treats with Reese's Puffs recently, and they were a big hit. Hell yeah, Angel! Yeah, let me show you guys. I don't really. Let me see if I can get this in the shot here. Yeah, there we go. I just don't want to accident, like, if my brother ends up walking into frame, that makes me nervous. Actually, maybe I can do this. Hold the phone. Phone the hold. Did I just say phone the hoe? Because that's how I meant to say. Okay. Where's North Georgia?
Okay, we have Pan.
It's the north side of Georgia. It is an entertaining username. That's true. A&W is the brand. How about a ooh, we're getting bubbly. Okay, so I think we'll do like just a sprinkle. We're not going to use the whole thing because I think that'd be crazy. Maybe not actually. No, we're full sending it. We're going crazy. Sprinkle. phone though. Oh Lord.
Okay, she just put in that whole pack of Jello while she's reducing this down. So it's going to cook all of that liquid out, but the heat and that liquid is going to activate the Jello. I don't know if she's adding any more liquid to this, but there is a very good chance that this could turn into like cement Jello. This is not, I think what she's wanting is kind of the strawberry syrup that has the strawberry pieces that you can kind of pour over almost like a glaze. I think that's what she's going for. I do not think that's what we're going to get though. And we're adding sugar now.
I mean, I'm not going to be specific, Leslie, just for safety reasons. I watched this lady make strawberry syrup on TikTok, and she used equal parts. I want to be clear, equal parts strawberry juice and sugar. And I'm like, and she's just like a thinner lady, like she's just like a regular old lady. And I was like, if I did that on the internet, I would get roasted.
Okay, Rosie clearly does not understand how a syrup is made. A syrup is usually a sugar that you have cooked down, and as the sugar cooks down, you add in a flavoring to it, strawberry juice, whatever juice you want to it, and you cook that down. The extra liquid keeps the sugar from fully hardening so that you don't get a solid mass, and it keeps it to where it turns it into a syrupy state so you can pour it. That is literally how you make syrup. Chef Rosie, guys.
Everyone's like, I look so good. And I'm like, I could never get away with that. Oh my god, I think this is gonna be the best strawberry topping I've ever made. Like, and I know that the color has a lot to do with the strawberry jello, but like the color of this is like satisfying to me. He loves cheesecake. You're making me hungry. You live in Atlanta, nice. You're cooking with me today? Hell yeah. Hello, kitty. Is it for cheesecake? Yes. I use way too much sugar and I have no regrets. Hell yeah. That doesn't sound like it would be good at all. Way too sweet. I don't know. Does it have a jello texture when it cools? We're gonna find out, moist calculator. We're gonna find out. You know what? Like, we're gonna find out together. I think because, like, I think if I remember correctly, like, when you mix it in with fruit, it destabilizes the gelatin. If I remember correctly.
It doesn't. That's why you have Jello salads that have fruit and stuff in them. I have even seen Jello salads from, like, recipes from the 70s that had, like, hot dogs and fish and stuff in them. She said, at the beginning of this, she said, I like to use Jello because I find that it does this. With how she's talking now, I don't know that she's ever actually done this. This is really giving Chantal, let me teach you guys how to make Arabic coffee. By the way, this is my first time, and I have somebody off screen telling me what I need to do because I'm clueless.
And so it ends up, I'm just gonna kind of smush these strawberries. I want them to be a little more smushed. I'm just gonna, I gotta be careful. If I'm a little too dramatic with it, it's gonna squirt all over me. I didn't need to say that. Hello, KK. You shouldn't use metal or silicone spatulas. Why? Is this not silicone? How do you tell the difference between a rubber and a silicone spatula? Who's Levi? My brother. That's what he said. Grainy. Dirty.
She has that cool little masher for her meat. I have the same thing. She could pull that out and use that for the strawberries, but that would take ingenuity and common sense, and we seem to be lacking that at this point in time.
Oh. Nerve. For shame. Well, I've got wood, so we'll use wood. Hi, Xavier. Smish, smosh, and sparkle, sprinkle. Your thanks, Lexi. What's your favorite music? Sad, rock, country. All I have is cereal. All I have to do. I read we have plastic spoons worth of plastic in our brains now when we die because of all the plastic we use. It's crazy. That is crazy, Brittany. Well, that was a little excessive, but here we are.
Okay, so this is our second pour of sugar, and this was an excessive amount. And so we have the Jell-O that's going to pull this all together and hold it together. And then that sugar is going to do the same thing because she's cooking all of the liquid content out of this. So there's not going to be anything to really give it that syrupy, pourable texture that she is looking for. And on top of it, we are now using, oh, well, we have a little bit of water. That's not going to be enough to help. And now we're using a metal whisk on a nonstick pan, which is going to scratch that all up and pull the nonstick chemicals up and put it into the food. This is great. We're killing it at this point in time.
Oh, nerve, yeah, I'm Nadia.
Okay, so I think we've seen all we need to see there. So let's go over here, and I think from what I can tell, we don't start cooking the cheesecake until, so
Yeah,
so we're going to go ahead and skip the opening where she's just saying hi to chat, telling everybody she doesn't feel good, and we're going to start here so we can learn how to make a cheesecake. And just in case, like, I have come prepared. I have my favorite cookbook. I have the best cheesecake recipe ever. And we have those just for references, just in case, guys. I am so excited about this. I don't think you understand.
we've got lots of different flavored cream cheeses you can buy. You can also make them yourself. Like if you mix strawberry jam in with cream cheese, it's pretty good. Oh, all right. All right, we've got graham crackers crust, and then I've got the sugar and brown sugar on the counter. Okay. We've got the salt, the cream cheese. I need to grab the sour cream and the vanilla extract. Where's the salt? Right here. I can just pull some out of that. Okay, let me grab the vanilla extract and the sour cream.
Again, we planned a cooking stream and we have none of our stuff out and ready. This is professionalism at its finest.
Okay. Okay. I wish I felt better. Damn, okay.
Woo.
Chill out. It's not that serious. Oh, okay. Alright. Alright. I feel way better. I don't know. Between the medication, eating the bagel, and drinking some carbonated drink, I feel way better. Alright, so preheat oven to 325. Prepare graham cracker first by combining crumbs, sugar, stirring well. Okay. Alright. I find your video so relaxing, Rosie. Thank you.
I don't. I find them stressful.
Alright. So it calls for 7 tablespoons of sugar, or of butter, which is so specific to me, it's almost funny.
Okay. It should be extremely specific. Baking is a science. Baking is one of those things that you cannot really fudge on your measurements. Things work and come out the way that they do because they are measured out exactly. It is just how it is. Other things that you do in the cooking world, you can kind of just guess and mix and match and do whatever you want. Baking is one of those things that you really absolutely have to pay attention to specifics. Does she bake a lot? I don't recall her baking a lot. We might be in for a wild ride, guys, but I'm here for it at this point.
Let me see. Let me just do this. Let me grab the butter dish real quick. Let me cut off a tablespoon of butter. Just do it that way. And then This calls for melted butter, so I guess this doesn't have to be room temp butter, but it's gonna melt faster, so, you know. The sandwich you made last night got me dying. Off topic to say at the moment. But ever try peanut butter and shredded coconut sandwich? No, I have not. Yeah, thank you for the support, Ray Ray. Oh, you're supporting each other. Awesome. Okay. Let me throw this in the fridge real quick. Oh, I was like, where did it go? All right. Okay, butter is melted. What kind of cheesecake are you making? I'm making a strawberry cheesecake. Okay. Yeah, I'm not huge into like loving, like the crust. Okay. Oh, there it is. I didn't know where the plastic went. It's still semi-attached. This recipe, it does call for 32 ounces of cream cheese, which is crazy. In like reality. I really wanted to buy the Philadelphia brand cream cheese, but it was, I'm not joking, it was double the price. And I was like, I ain't doing all that. Because the Walmart cream cheese is not probably like the best quality. Here we go, let me do cook mode on. Because my screen is starting to go dark. Come on. I swear, these websites like drain. Come on. Turn on. Come on, dude. Oh my god, what the fuck ever. I tried. Okay.
Okay, and this, my dear children, is why I have this recipe on my phone. However, I have it on paper. I don't have to have my phone in cook mode. I don't have to worry about my battery staying charged. This is why we make hard copies of the recipes that we like and we want to try. Like, this is why you do this. This is also why hard copies are the best things to have. Just saying, sorry, it's my own soapbox.
Yeah, 4-packs. Anyone here vape? Not anymore. I've vaped off and on, just not nicotine. It was really bad for my lungs. It has not helped my lung issues at all. I always buy Great Value or No Name cream cheese. Yeah. I just feel I think there's like the Great Value specifically. They add like they add xanthan gum. So.
Xanthan gum actually just works to hold stuff together. That's all it is. It's a combining agent. I use it when I make like protein ice creams and stuff like that for my husband. It's really not all that awful to use.
Have you been getting mad? Has my anxiety bad? What am I getting mad about? More or less, yeah. So we're starting with the crust right now. I'm just getting like the cream cheese at least deshelled. Why am I making cream cheese? Because I wanted to. I came up with the idea for like the stream.
Because she wanted cheesecake and needed an excuse to eat it.
I honestly think, hold on. I honestly think I need to buy another set of, measuring cups. Because we just have a bunch of miscellaneous ones and I don't think we have a full set. Okay, I need 2/3 for the sour cream, 1 a cup, and that's a 3/4 cup, and that's a 1/3 cup, and that's a 1/2 cup. Okay, cool, alright. And then I also need a tablespoon. Perfect. I quit vaping and smoking a few months ago. Well, congratulations. Alright.
That was the most unheartfelt congratulations I have ever heard for somebody accomplishing a feat like that. It's like, It's like that day that somebody came into Chantal's chat and they were like, I'm down 65 pounds. And she was like, oh, good for you. Like, I get she doesn't feel good, but like, she always gets kind of tiffy when she realizes that chat is talking amongst themselves and not paying attention to her, or when somebody in her chat comes in and says, hey, I've lost this much weight. Hey, I've quit smoking. Hey, I've done this. She's always like, oh, great. Can we go back to me now? Like, it comes across as very heartless at the end of the day.
One and a half.
Okay, why did we put the graham crackers directly into the butter? Is she not going to put sugar in? Generally, you mix all of your dry ingredients and then you add the wet in later, because that helps incorporate the butter through everything and it makes sure the sugar gets through everything. The graham crackers are already going to be clumped up and congealed, and it's going to be harder for sugar to get dispersed throughout that if she ends up adding sugar. Or she may just be doing a sugar-free crust, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, will you please go on cook mode? Please, for the love of God. I am so annoyed. It just won't go on cook mode. Okay, well, whatever. I know I tried.
Write it down. Have a hard copy. Doesn't need a light.
Side of the counter too. I just don't want to. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna set those over there. Alright. I bet the cheesecake is going to taste amazing. Yeah, I sure hope so. I don't even know if I've ever made a homemade cheesecake before. If I have, it's been many years. So we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of white sugar. And then...
Okay, first of all, if she has never made a cheesecake before, I don't know that I would be attempting my first one on a live stream. I also think it doesn't feel like she's actually gone through and read this recipe. She's just kind of going as it comes. Um, I would have at least prepared enough to have read ahead, know what I need to do. But like I said, I would also have already pre-measured out all of my things. I have little cups, like little serving cups, and like I would go through and I would measure out, a teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of salt. Like I would have them all already in my cups ready to go, and all I had to do was just grab them and dump them in. It made it so much smoother. It made it look like I really, really knew what I was doing, and inspired confidence in the people that were watching me to figure out how to make recipes from the 1800s. And I guess it doesn't dawn on her that it would change her content drastically if she would approach it like that.
I'm surprised there's no heavy cream in this recipe. I thought there was going to be. And then 1 tablespoon brown sugar. It says can substitute for white, but I think it'll be better if you use a little bit of brown sugar. Alright. So then you just mix the sugar in with the graham crackers. Yeah, I'm not big into Takis either. You've had a stomach bug for 2 days? I'm sorry. Okay, so we got the sugar, the butter, the graham cracker crumbs. Alright, so I need to preheat the oven to 325. Okay. Use a fork to combine. Pour crumbs into the 9-inch springform pan and press firmly into the bottom and up the sides of your pan, set aside. The other recipe I read said to use a glass. So should I use a glass or should I use my hands? I'm so worried about using a glass and it breaking. I'd be really upset because that's a...
Why are you worried about breaking a glass? You literally just set the glass, you put the pie crust down, and then you set the glass and you just set it down and you kind of twist it. It helps to smooth it out. And because the bottom of the glass is flat, You don't get cracks and divots and stuff in it from your hand pushing it down. You get even pressure, and with a springform pan, because it's flat and then goes straight up on the side, the glass can get into the corners to seal in that seam so you don't have stuff leaking out the bottom of your crust and out into your oven. It,
A lot of wasted butter. Use a glass, hands. I love baking. My favorite cheesecake is a lemon blueberry. That sounds good. This smells divine. Oh, right. And then I did wash this last night.
I guess we're not greasing our pan at all.
I did wash my hands twice on stream so far, actually. With a big spoon. Yeah, I could use the bamboo spoon. Did you? Butter. Yeah, the butter's melted and combined.
I washed my hands, guys. Don't worry.
I ate a. Is this bigger than 9 inches? So. Okay. I'm gonna hate the way this feels, but I'm not able to control it with the spoon. Use a measuring cup. That's a great idea, actually. So, is this bigger than 9 inches? Because I don't see it having enough crust to go up the sides at all. Hold on. How? Yeah, it's not that thick on the bottom. The crumb does look like sand. Yes, it looks bigger than 9 inches. Well, shit.
Generally, there's sizes on the bottom of your springform pans and your baking dishes. You just have to flip it over to see.
Gonna work with it. What's the expiry on the sour cream? It's still within date. It doesn't expire until later September. Might look prettier. Yeah, I mean, I don't like graham cracker crust like that, to be honest. It's just, my question is it gonna stick to the sides, or like should I pan the sides a little bit? This is frustrating. I thought that this was the right side, and I don't have any other springform pans, so it'll turn out great. I think it's fine if it doesn't go up the sides. The cake should be thick enough, yeah. I'll grease the sides with butter. Good idea. That's a way better idea. I'll use the tablespoon of butter I just put in here. Okay.
For the chef that she claims to be, I don't know why it took somebody else telling her to use butter instead of Pam.
Okay, we're just gonna grease the sides of the pan then. It's gonna be... Yeah, we're gonna do this instead then to be safe.
Just grab the butter in your hand and run it around the edges.
I don't know what else to do. So, I think this is better than using Pam. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm 33. Alright. Alright. This is just gonna fuck the ratios. It's just... It's better than using Pam, but I'm a Sagittarius. Cats for Nelson.
How does it mess with the ratios? You're still cooking the same thing. It's just in a different size container. I don't understand why you think that messes with the ratios of anything. I mean, you might end up with a thinner cheesecake than you were before, but that's it.
Okay, so in the bowl, standing mixer, add the cream cheese and stir until smooth and creamy. Do not overbeat or you'll incorporate too much air. Then add, so it's cream cheese, then sugar, then sour cream, salt, vanilla, then eggs. And let me read this all the way through because I have a habit of skimming. Don't overbeat.
Okay, so we did not actually look at this recipe. We do not know what we are getting ourselves in for, and we have never done this before. Uh, Where does this come off as like a good idea to do on a live stream? I I don't understand. If I'm making anything and I don't know how to make it or I'm following a recipe and it's my first time, I will read all the way through the recipe so that I fully know what I'm getting myself into. I know what step is going to come after my next step. Like it just kind of gives you a game plan for where you're going. It helps so much. And I am sure I do not have to tell you guys this, but on the off chance that Rosie watches this, we'll see. Maybe she'll learn something.
So just make it until it's smooth and creamy. Then add sugar until creamy. Add sour cream, vanilla extract, and salt, and stir until well combined. If using a stand mixer, make sure to pause periodically to scrape the sides and bottom of bowl with a spatula so that all ingredients are evenly incorporated. With mixer on low speed, gradually add lightly beaten eggs, one at a time, stirring until each egg is just incorporated. Once all eggs have been added, use a spatula to scrape the sides and bottom of the bowl. Make sure all ingredients are well combined. Okay, then you pour it into the pan. Okay, so let's switch gears here. Oreo cheesecake does sound good. But it's not what we're making today. Rosie, don't get frustrated. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is one of those things where I was gonna try really hard to like follow a recipe and like, go against my norm, So I'm just annoyed that I'm having to like improvise. That's what I normally do, but I just wanted to like.
You're not having to improvise anything. It's literally a different size pan. That's all that's changed. It is still the same recipe. Like, don't lose focus. Don't get disheartened and decide that we don't have to measure things and we can just do whatever we want. That's not how this works. Just keep following it. It's just a pan change. That's all it is.
Actually try to follow a recipe. How much salt are we talking? For an eighth of a teaspoon? Okay. So I'll just do a light dash of salt. And then got a bunch of fire signs? Hell yeah. Okay. Hey, cyanide cupcake. Yeah, Capricorns are earth signs. Hold on. Using a hand mixer. So that's a whisk attachment, right? Yeah. I'm using an electric mixer, but whatever. Okay. Ah! Okay. A hand mixer is a whisk hand mixing is a whisk attachment. Okay, so.
Yes, but whisking by hand gives you more control over it and lets you feel when things start to fall apart. It also means that you can keep everything down off the sides and up off the bottom and keep it incorporated. But I don't know why I would expect our girl to stand there and mix this by hand.
Now's the time if I should be switching over to the paddle attachment, tell me. But I'm based on the instructions, I'm using the whisk attachment. They don't super specify, but they said a hand mixer, and a hand mixer is always the whisking attachment. At least to my knowledge. I'm lactose intolerant, and I would never say no to cheesecake. Nice. Yes, whisk for now for the cream cheese filling, yeah. That's what I thought. My iPad's really pissing me off. I hate that when these recipe websites have so much, like, shit loading, and it's just really slow, because they just have, like, so many ads and so much, like, just shit going on. Paddle with baked cheesecake, you don't want an air to mix in or it'll crack. Ooh, yeah, the recipe did mention not wanting air. Yeah, I'm feeling too sick. I'm going to go and try and sleep. Okay, hon. I'm so sorry. Please feel free to catch the replay whenever you're feeling better. Or like if you want to just like lay down and watch while you're like, you know, you don't have to be in chat, hun. But if you need to go sleep, of course. Oh man, I just got cream cheese on the whisk. Oh, damn. Just got out of the pool, nice.
Why does that matter? We're getting ready to use the whisk to whisk the cream cheese that you just got on it. I think it's fine.
Okay. But no, that's a really good point about air getting in, especially for a baked cheesecake. At the end of the day, I'll probably be able to cover any imperfections with the cheese, the strawberry topping, but I would like to prevent a cracked cheesecake, so let's try the paddle. I'm not plugged in. Okay. Okay. Now, grab something here. Okay. So I got it like slightly mixed and creamy. Like it said, I'm doing it very light. Let's see. Good.
She said to get it light and creamy, and she did it very light. I don't even think we mixed for a minute. I don't think it was even a full minute, guys.
How much sugar again? 1 cup of sugar. Okay. So I already put my dirty 1 cup in the. Oh, do I have another 1 cup cup? No, I do not. All right. We'll just use this half cup measuring cup.
Or you rinse them out and wash them as you go.
So that's 1 cup.
And then you can use the same mixing cup more than once for a recipe.
So mix until creamy. Then we're going to do sour cream, salt, and vanilla extract. Okay.
I have her sped up, and even with her sped up, there is no way that we are mixing this long enough.
All right. So, and then it does state that it's important to scrape. I try not to touch the paddle. That's annoying. Oop. I haven't baked like this in a long time. I don't make it a habit to bake desserts and stuff because, obvious reasons. But okay, this looks nice and creamy.
Okay, or if you're like me, I generally don't like a lot of sweets. I don't eat a lot of desserts in general. I bake tons of desserts and then I send them out to everybody that I know. I send them next door to my neighbors so their kids can eat them. I send them over to my mother's house. I send them to work with my husband. You can bake and learn how to bake and not have to eat it all. Just a thought. Suggestion, maybe.
I'm getting cream cheese all over my hands. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do 2/3 cup sour cream, which we're almost out of sour cream. Finally, thank God. This is really gonna help send us over the edge, though. And then
She didn't do that with a spoon. She didn't make sure that the top was smoothed off so that we were really only getting the amount that we needed. Guys, I am terrified to see how this thing is going to turn out.
it said like 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, so. And then some vanilla extract.
Okay, we are not measuring anymore. Okay.
mixer on low speed. Oh no, hold on. Okay, so mix that all together until evenly incorporated. And then I need a small bowl of eggs. So one at a time, we're going to be in eggs until each egg is incorporated. Okay. Oh shit, I didn't lock it. That's my bad. Ooh, okay, this is really looking like cheesecake now. So this is really... So let me just show you guys real quick. This is where we're at. Hold on. Trying to like show y'all without getting my phone grody. I hope that was a good shot. If it wasn't, I'm sorry. Okay. Alright. Okay, let me go ahead and put the sour cream away. I've missed a lot of chat, sorry y'all. Okay. Oh, there's my brother. I have cream cheese on my right arm, elbow. Aha! There it is. So my left arm.
How is that her left arm?
Come on in.
I don't understand how that's her left arm. Because, you know, if I'm facing the camera, this is my right arm. I think that she accidentally looked at the wrong arm and was too embarrassed to say, yeah, you guys were right, it was the wrong arm.
You're good, Debbie. Thanks for the warning. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and incorporate. And then repeat. Oh, that's my, those are old photos of my parents and my niece on the fridge. Nobody looks like that anymore.
Okay, but it is still a child on the fridge in your live streams. So they probably should be removed. Just saying.
Alright, and then let me just scrape that down real quick. I don't know. I'm trying so hard to not touch any of the cream cheese, and I'm still just like getting little bits on me. Thanks, Dewdrop. Oh man, I don't know. I mean, honestly, my answer right now is probably Rice Krispies. But that could change. Let's see. Are there any mods in the chat or no?
I think that's more than lightly beaten.
Because I'm currently covered in cream cheese.
She was having issues in her chat tonight, by the way, with a lot of children coming in and a lot of trolls coming in. I have multiple screenshots on my phone because that's where I could pop in and out because I pop in and out to see her chat and see what's going on. And I have multiple screenshots of children in her chats and comments being removed as fast as they could from children and trolls. And that's why she's kind of panicking right now.
Wait 1 second. I guess there isn't any mods here right now, which is weird. Okay. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Okay. How do I not have any mods here right now? That's actually really surprising.
Hi, Bub. Get on use love couch.
Debbie, do you want to be a mod? Yeah, I literally just was Dewdrop. I was standing for a while, actually. I know one of them left, but
like 10 minutes. You were standing for like 10 minutes at most. Not a big deal.
Four eggs seems like a lot. I have a decent amount of mods. At least 10, I think. Yeah, Demery, since you're the one that was catching stuff. Okay. Christine's not feeling good, so she left. Okay, so this is the cheesecake batter. I did ask you, Demery, yes. Okay. I know a few people with awful colds right now. Yeah, holiday weekend.
Her fans running in the back make it so hard, like that constant droning sound. It puts people to sleep. By the time we get like an hour and a half, hour into her streams, I am, oh my gosh, starting to yawn. I don't think that she realizes that it has that effect on people. Or maybe she does it on purpose so that people will fall asleep with the live stream on and she gets the full watch time hours.
People are busy, exactly. I'm not gonna be mad because there's no mods here, you know what I mean? Like, they're volunteering. Like, that'd be a very asshole thing of me to do. They don't owe me anything. Sometimes some of y'all are kind of mean. You did? I don't remember you modding for me unless it was under another username. I know your name. I've seen you around. Hi, B. Okay. Pour the pattern to ensure leaks. Place pan on a cookie sheet within line with foil. We're gonna just use my silicone covered cookie sheet. Transfer to. Okay, that's center. For 50 to 60 minutes. Edges will likely have been slightly puffed and may have just begun to turn a light golden brown, and the center should spring back to touch, but still be jello jiggly. Don't overbake or the texture will suffer, which means we all suffer. That's funny. Remove from oven and allow to cool on top of oven for 10 minutes. Once 10 minutes has passed, use a knife to gently loosen the crust from the inside of the springform pan. Okay, well, I don't have enough crust, but pineapple cheesecake? I don't know how I feel about that, actually. Okay.
Is she gonna put water in the oven with it so that it steam bakes it so that the top doesn't dry out and get cracks? Because that's honestly the best way to keep your cheesecakes from cracking is you can either put water in the bottom of the pan that you're cooking the cheesecake in, like a water bath, or you can put a container of water in there in like a little glass or a metal baking dish, and the steam will rise up and it keeps the top moist so that it doesn't crack. But I don't know if she's going to do that or if she even knows to do that.
All right. So does anybody know if Cheesecake Factory cheesecakes are baked cheesecakes or not?
Okay, cheesecakes are baked. They are baked in general. If you are doing the fast setup cheesecakes, that it's just like the cream cheese and stuff, and you mix it up real fast and you throw it in the fridge, those are actually faux cheesecakes. They're fake cheesecakes. Cheesecakes are meant to be baked. I have, let's see, I have a vintage recipe for a cheesecake here. And first of all, you guys would be shocked if you read this cookbook. You have to make your own cream cheese. So it's 1 cup sweet milk, 1 cup sour milk, 1 cup sugar, four egg yolks, juice and grated rind of 1 lemon, a fourth a cup of almonds blanched and chopped, and a quarter of a teaspoon of salt. So you put all of that together, and then all it says is bake until mixture is firm to touch. There is no temperatures in here, and there's no baking times in here. You have to guess because these were all used in they were wood burning stoves and ovens. And so it says mild temperature, medium temperature, hot temperature, or there's no temperature at all. And it just says bake until firm because they assume that if you're cooking, you know generally how hot it needs to be. But even then, I mean, that's a recipe from the 1800s and beyond. Like some of the recipes in here are from the 1700s. And it's a baked cheesecake. What we make, where we just throw everything together and throw it in the fridge, that is a faux cheesecake. It's not real cheesecake. Just saying.
I should have probably asked that question a while ago. What do you have on your ham if you're allergic to pineapple? I don't even know. Pineapple and brown sugar on ham is delicious. You think they're chilled? I may have chose the wrong kind of recipe. I don't think I've made a baked cheesecake before. You're not a fan of Cheesecake Factory cheesecake? It's always so thick. Well, I like it, especially like, because I like cheesecakes that are not like too cheesy tasting, if that makes sense. Like, sometimes they can be too cheesy for me. So. New York cheesecake is baked? Oh, okay. Okay, well, I've liked New York cheesecake then, so. Not mustard and brown sugar. I'm getting war flashbacks to yesterday. Alright, how long am I supposed to go for this for again? Oh, y'all probably just saw that. Oh well.
What did we see? She's not putting water in. So we're gonna have cracks on top. And she just made the comment, well, y'all probably saw that, but oh well. She's wanting people to zoom in and look and see what's there. I don't feel like there's a whole lot that Rosie does accidentally like that.
Okay. So it's gonna need to cool. So after 10 minutes, I have to loosen the springform pan, and then it needs to cool another 1 to 2 hours before transferring to the refrigerator. Okay. That's not that hard. That's not hard. I didn't put on my chef hat. None of you called me out for that. I'm upsetty spaghetti.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have
Sorry, chef.
our chef hat on.
Oh, hold on. How long do I need to cook it for? 50 to 60 minutes. Okay. We'll do 50.
Oh, we have more stuff out here. Let's see.
Hey, Jones. Oh. Gotcha. Well, I mean, yeah, so I think you should definitely prioritize water, but like, if you want a Diet Coke, like with dinner or something, I don't think that's the worst thing. If you need more mods, I would like to. Okay, Sans, I'll think about it. I got addicted to those Simple Truth Gut Healthy cream sodas, and then they came out saying they weren't healthy at all. So I quit them. Oh Lord, we need to get ready for your date. Probably not, because he's gonna be picking me up, like, it's like a day date. It's gonna be much earlier in the day because he's not local. He's in the state, but he's not local. So he's gonna be coming into town the night
Tuesday's our big date day, guys.
before, because he's got friends in the area. So he's gonna be doing that, and then like the next day we're gonna hang out, and then he's gonna go back home the same day. So this is just like a way of low pressure to meet and stuff. Oh Lord, COVID's making the rounds. Well, I haven't left the house in a minute, so unless my brother gave it to me, I don't know how I got it. And he's been fine. Everything causes cancer nowadays. It's sad, truly. No, this is a different man. I haven't met him yet, and we just started talking. How did the cheesecake topping come out? I was sick. It came out good. It tastes good. However, let's talk about the cheesecake topping. I don't know what I did differently this time. I honestly think the only difference to ones that I've made in the past is this round I added water, and I don't know if that's what's caused this. And I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do. Looks good, right? I made Jell-O.
We have cement Jell-O. It is exactly what I said would happen. Exactly what I said happened. And here she is talking about, well, every other time I've made this, I don't think she's ever made it in her life. Ever.
Which you might be thinking, Rosie, you put a whole pack of Jell-O in the mixture. And yes, I did. That was also probably my demise. Smells great though. And that's what I'm planning to do is like to warm it back up and then like put it on top and then let it set in the fridge. And then it'll be like a Jell-O layer of the strawberry topping, which I think could still be good. But I am gonna try it like cold. It's really good. It's so sweet.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. First of all, did you see how hard she was trying to scrape in there to get that? That's some thick Jell-O. And then that face, I am sorry, like, how do you make that kind of face and then look at the camera, completely straight faced, like, tastes good, guys. Just saying. Like, there is no way you can convince me that that tastes good when your face just did that. I.
It didn't taste that sweet when it was warm. That's really sweet. That's a little too sweet. And that's coming from me. Honestly, I don't think it needs more lemon. I know, and that was an accident, Zans. That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm thinking I might want to. Should I just like add this to more cooked strawberries? Like literally nothing else.
No.
You're glitching and I'm dying at the face you're making. Oh Lord. Yeah. Okay. Remember the cheesecake won't be that sweet. That's true. So this will be the okay.
If it were me, I would dump that in a mixer and I would throw in a little bit of Cool Whip or a little bit of heavy whipping cream and I would mix that in and turn it into almost a fluff. The heavy cream or Cool Whip would take away some of that sweetness. That's just me though. And honestly, once I did that, I would put it in a big Ziploc bag, cut the tip off of it, and use the bag as like a piping bag and put it on the like swirl it on the cheesecake and then flatten it out if you wanted it to cover the whole thing and you've salvaged it and managed to decorate your cake at the same time.
That's true. Yeah. That's really, really, really sweet. Is your cake sweet? Mixture sweet? There's only a cup of sugar in the whole thing, which is a decent amount of sugar. But like, if I remember correctly, cake normally has even more sugar than that. But yeah, strawberries would be good if you have some. I don't have any fresh. I just have the frozen. Probably go with it. Thank you, Poppy. All right, we'll deal with that later. I don't know. I'm indecisive because I don't feel good. It's gonna be good. Period. Yeah. I think we'll leave it for now. We'll see if it's. I wish you didn't feel so poorly. That sucks. Thanks, Poppy. Melt it in the microwave. Jell-O will reset when it cools. Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do, Liani. You could just do a thin layer. True. Yeah, like a little goes a long way. It's very concentrated flavored. But I think with the cheesecake, it'll be really good. but on its own, it's intense. Like, I wouldn't eat this as Jello, you know? Like, that'd be fucking crazy. I'd be crazy for that.
Yeah, because you reduced it all down. That concentrates the flavors.
Maybe I could just throw it in and, like, whip some air into it. I'm so impatient. I'd be turning the light on in the oven to take a peek. Yeah. I'm just trying to let it do its thing. I have it set on the lower end of the time frame. Thank you, Diamond. Yeah, I'm not opening it. I'm leaving it alone. Guys, everybody cross your fingers. Let's all pray. Dear food gods, please do not let the cheesecake crack. We want a crackless, perfectly smooth cheesecake. Amen.
Then you should have put water in the
whipped cream
oven.
first, then fold in the strawberry mixture after. I'd be worried about doing that simply because the thickness of the strawberry mixture. Pray to the holy Gordon Ramsay. Dear Gordon Ramsay, all hail the food god. Please do not let our cheesecake crack. Amen. I vote just Jello layer, yeah. Do a little test if you're not sure. If you melt it, make sure the Jello is not hot when you add it to the cream. Gotcha. You can fold and cool it if you have it. I actually have some in the freezer. I'm thinking, I like the idea of like unsetting the strawberry mixture and just letting it sit on top of the cheesecake and resetting. Hey sweetie, if you put a metal bowl of water on the bottom rack of your oven when you're making cheesecake, the steam prevents cracking in the cake. It's too late now. It's already in the oven, Shona. I don't want to open.
Yeah, see, she has people in her chat that actually for real give her really good advice and really good hints, and she generally ignores it and then kind of talks down to people because, you know, she is Chef Rosie. She knows more than all of us.
In the oven. Why cream when you already have a cheesecake? That's true. That's too much cream. That's really true, Vic. Yeah, that's a fair point. I love the little gremlin laugh. Nice. I'm not opening the oven. No. Would you like to play Would You Rather? Sure. Yeah, actually. Let's play Would You Rather. Sure. You could have Levi pick up a can of strawberry pie, filling at the store for backup. He's already come home, Carmela, and I don't want to ruin my chef's hat. Would you rather go to Hawaii or Greece? Most of the memories that I have are not like actual memories. They're just like things about myself that I've like. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. How much time is left on the timer? Oh, wow. There's only 16 minutes left. Time flies when you're having fun. I thought it had only been like 20 minutes. Cool.
She is literally sitting and letting her chat just entertain her while she waits.
I'm not saying specifics for safety reasons, Carmela. I already had a bagel with cream cheese and like, I honestly like I'm kind of hungry, but I don't have an appetite, so I'm probably not gonna eat. I'm not feeling it. I didn't hear you answer me. Okay, so I did answer this, but the first one because I can get laser hair removal surgery because the concept of eyelashes instead of fingernails and toenails terrifies me, and mine always takes a little bit longer than 50 minutes, but I have an apartment size of it. Oh, okay, cool shit. In Would You Rather, there's always the third option, and that's the sweet kiss of death. Would you rather be able to fly or breathe underwater? It smells really good in here, by the way. I really want to open the oven. I'm not going to, but I want to. Okay. I hate hiccups too, but sweating is worse. Makes you look greasy, you know? Would you rather lose all the money you've earned this year or lose all the memories you've gained this year? Money. We asked that question if it smells good or not, and now I have the answer. Oh, okay, yeah, it smells good. It took a little bit of time of cooking to really permeate the smell. This was what I was going to say. Would you rather be stuck with your enemy in a cage or be ran over by a raging bull? Enemy in a cage, because I could come out alive.
Who do you think she's gonna have a cage match with, guys? Foodie, Shanny, or Amber? Or we could put all 4 of the girls in a cage match and take bets. Just throwing it out there.
I'm not seeing your question, Aubrey. Maybe there's a blocked word in it. I don't know. Yeah, it smells really good in here. Would you rather have a perfect memory or be able to forget anything you wanted at will? I kind of already can forget anything that I want to. Oh, I guess it's not about want. MP, would you rather's, and I have questions. 1, why? 2, huh? 3, again, why? I'm back. What did I miss, y'all? Some wild would you rather's. We're playing would you rather because the cheesecake's done in 8 minutes. And I'm doing my best to not like take a sneak peek in the oven. Yeah, I'm a little concerned. Would you rather have a pause button or a rewind button? Ooh. Rewind. Rewind. What's your favorite thing to bake? I don't bake a ton, so we need to like experiment more together. Would you rather randomly fall asleep at any time of day or never sleep again? Randomly fall asleep. I need my sleep. Would you? Because if I never slept again, I'd be a shell of a human. Would you rather be a famous author or actress? Author, hands down. Would you rather a year of summer or a year of winter? Winter. I live in Florida, so winter. The Legos, girl. I'm gonna need to lube. Oh God. Rewind button because I say some random things that don't make sense. So I could rewind and say something else. That would be great. Yeah. Would you rather have different color eyes or keep the same brown? I like my brown eyes. Would you rather live as a hermit and never speak to or see anyone again, or never be alone for a single second again? Or never be alone for a single second again. If I got to choose the person and like I could swap, especially the kind of work I do, I'd be okay with never speak to anyone again. Would you rather have your house flood or burn down? Good God, probably flood. But again, neither. Some of these are crazy. But yeah, I mean, if you guys want to ask me truths, you're welcome to ask me truths. Like, I don't have any alcohol, so I can't do truth or drink. We should do a truth or drink one day. Wow, it smells really good in here. Truth or sing? Oh, Lord. Alright, guys, let's do truth or drink. So start asking me truths. All over the chair. And I was mortified. And as it happened, I know I've been around for a long time that I like maybe feel more like. What the fuck?
Okay, let's see this thing.
Do y'all see how sunken in it is in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Is that normal?
Not generally. It probably needed to stay in there a little bit longer, and
I
you
think it's done.
needed
It's
to not open the door all the way.
It's jello-y to the touch. It's not cracked. It is leaking a little on one of the sides.
If you don't want cracks, you put the water in the bottom so that it steams the cheesecake as it cooks to keep it moist. And then when it's done cooking, turn the heat off, crack your oven, leave the oven door open for like an hour. Don't touch it. It lets it slowly come down to room temperature. It lets it finish firming up if it needs to, and you will have the most gorgeous, perfect top to your cheesecake.
I think that might be from the butter though. It's jello jiggly. Yeah, this. I think I'm gonna take it out. It's like it bounces. It's described. It's hitting all the descriptions. Oh, it's a little cracked actually. It is. Okay, hold on. I need. Ah! Okay. All right. We're gonna set a 10-minute timer. Saved by the Bell. What was your favorite subject in school? Literature, reading. I think I did crack it a little bit from the wiggling. You're right. It can be lopsided sometimes if your oven doesn't cook evenly. Do you still like reading? If so, what's your favorite book? I do like reading. I don't... My favorite series used to be Harry Potter, but I don't know what my current favorite book would be, honestly.
The Scarlet Pimpernel is mine, in case anybody's wondering. Followed very closely by Pride and Prejudice, and then right behind that, A Tale of Two Cities. Just throwing it out there. What's y'all's favorite books? Do you have favorite books? Do you have a favorite author? I love talking to people about reading and literature and getting suggested new books and new things to read. I think that when somebody is willing to share with you the books that move them, it's them giving you a glimpse into who they are, and I love that.
I need to look through my Goodreads to see what I've read to remind myself. To see like what I would like. Let me show you guys real quick. So it looks exactly like it's supposed to, lightly golden brown on the edges. There, you see how like there's some light crackage around here? I think that was from me wiggling it, but
Quit touching it.
yeah. It looks good. I hope it's not too undercooked. It doesn't, I think it's what it's supposed to be. So, yeah. You should read a series. I have read the series Unfortunate Events. I did read that many years ago. It's really good. Thank you guys. So we're gonna wait 10 minutes and then we're gonna deshell it. Did you watch the new Fantastic Four movie? No. We were thinking of going to the movies, and there's a movie called The Roses. It's a comedy. Looked interesting because the guy that I'm going with had already seen the Fantastic Four movie. So. If you could describe your perfect boy/girlfriend, what would it be? Not physical, but who they are as a person. The topping's already done. But it's my birthday today. Well, happy birthday. I love making a steak dinner. I really do. So I have the timer going. Once that goes off, we'll deshell the cheesecake and I'll let it rest for a while. Have I made lasagna? No, my mom makes it a lot. It would be really cool if I could have like this get up in like yellow, but I don't even think that was an option. So yeah, they really can, Pam. Hey, what's up? How are you? This is Mama Joy. I'm glad to be back. You are so very beautiful. Thank you so much, Mama Joy.
Oh, we're getting there, guys.
So the good news is it looks like it's already pretty separated from the sides of the pan, which is cool. There's like about 30 seconds left, so we're just gonna move it very slowly and very patient. Well, actually, this feels pretty. There's some spillage out, but I think it's from the butter. I'm glad I greased the sides. Thank you to whoever suggested that, because I believe someone suggested that. All right. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, it does. Okay. Yay. Here she is in all her glory. Oh, and now it looks less sunken in the middle now that I've taken it out of the oven too. This is a baked cheesecake.
I don't know. It looks awfully shiny and custardy to me. But again, it's hard to tell because we're looking at it through camera, and we also don't know what filters she has on it, and she also has those ring lights, which can change how things look. So we won't really know if this is done or how it really is until she cuts into it.
So the question is,
Quit touching
should I just
it.
put this back on and like put the strawberry topping on it and let it set, or should I wait until it's cooled all the way before I do, or at least gotten to room temperature before I do that? Oh, I'm putting it in the fridge, absolutely. I just got back. I see you took it out of the ring. Yeah, it went really smooth. It was very easy. Cooled. Got it. Okay. wait for it to get to room temp. All right, so I'll have to do that off. So the next time I come back on, y'all will be surprised. All right, well, if that's the case, then I am going to go ahead and go. Sorry for a shorter live today, guys. I don't feel great.
Okay, well, we made it through the cheesecake baking. We did miss something that I was hoping that we would stumble upon, but we have been here almost an hour and a half, and I really didn't want to sit through all of the would you rather questions and stuff. But at some point, somebody says they wish that they got a gifted membership. And she was like, sorry, it's just kind of random. And then somebody else said, well, what's the benefit of having a gifted membership? And she said, I don't know. I got a gifted membership, but it's for a chat that I don't really ever use. I'm just a watcher, so it doesn't matter to me. Well, I wanted to show you guys the screenshot of the gifted membership that she got, since she does not watch reaction channels. Like, I was watching Pulpy's live when it happened and I fell over. Like, I was laughing so hard. I could not stop. Um, and she fails to tell anybody that that's whose chat it was that she was gifted a membership in. So, thank you so much for hanging out with me for this long. I was so excited to get to cover this. I don't know, we may need to bake our own cheesecake one day. We could bake along with Rosie and try her recipe. I don't know. Or maybe just make our own. But until then, I am going to tell you guys to go bake anything and everything that you can. Pass it out to your neighbors, share it with everybody, and be good and behave yourselves. However, if you can't, at least do it right and make me proud, and then post it on the internet so we can talk about it later. Bye, guys.